Welcome to the Launch to Six podcast, a podcast about how you can launch your online business from 0 to 6 figures in 24 months or less, regardless of your prior experience. Now, here's your hosts.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Launch to Six podcast. In today's episode, we're going to be focusing on another free generation method to generate leads and obviously ultimately generate sales. And we're going to be talking about Instagram. So we talked about Facebook groups last time. Today, we're talking about Instagram. And if you didn't know, most of you probably will know, unless you've been under a rock, Instagram is actually owned by Facebook. So they own Instagram. And Instagram's a great place. A lot of the younger audience have moved over now from Facebook to Instagram. So they spend a lot of time on Instagram because it's more photos, right? And eye appealing stuff. So, people are spending a lot of time on Instagram and it works. And with my good friend and partner, Thomas.
Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the podcast. Instagram is a very interesting platform, and the fact that it is so much more visual. So it may not be right for everybody's business because based on what you're doing, but for you guys who have got a more visually based product, it can be huge. It can be, and you've also got to remember the nature of the audience, as Tom was saying, and the nature of who you're placing in front of. But other than that, owned by Facebook. And you've got a really nice link between the two. I know you can share obviously images across, so they do work very well in tandem as well.
Absolutely. And it's a great way, guys, to get started. So Instagram, there's a lot of people using Instagram. It's only growing. You've got Instagram posts, Instagram stories. You have, IGTV, Instagram TV, where, the videos will last. There's a lot of ways to do it. So what do you need to do? The first, you need to actually get a profile, and then you need to start really having friend requests. I think they call it like a followers, and you follow other people. I don't actually follow anyone. I've got a following, but I don't follow anyone. I probably should, especially if I was starting new. Here's what I would do. So I'll give you a couple of actions. Create your profile. Try use your own personal name if or brand name. Try and keep it simple and related to what you're selling ultimately. So if you're in diet, talk about that or whatever you're doing. Because I think most of you probably don't want to build like a celebrity brand. Some of you guys might, but try and keep it related to what topic you're doing. Then start finding experts in that industry and start following their followers because they're interested in that person. So that means they're interested in that specific topic. So if you were, selling make money stuff, look at who's following ClickFunnels. ClickFunnels, they've got a huge following, and people use that software to easily set up and build an automated, business. They can start selling their products or other people's products online. See who's following them. They're probably hardcore into internet marketing. See who's following them. Friend request them, drop them a DM, say, I saw you're interested in ClickFunnels. I love it too. I thought I would follow you. If you feel like it, follow me back. I also talk a lot about online business and, how to generate leads and how to generate sales. So that's if you're if you're selling our product, for example, right? You're an ambassador and affiliate of Launch to Six. You want to find people that are also interested in affiliate marketing or make money. I think most of you guys understand where I'm going with that. So build a connection, and then when they post, like their post, comment on their posts and start engaging with them. Drop them a message. Don't just go drop them a message straight away because that's spammy. Be the opposite of spammy. And what is the opposite of spam? Spam, all they want to do is take with no value. The opposite is give value, and then naturally when you post, they will be receptive to see your posts or your stories. So when you do a story saying, hey, Launch to Six or whatever affiliate you're promoting, or if it's your own product, they've got a webinar on, click the link in my bio and go register for that webinar, which is your affiliate link. If they have seen you and you've commented on their stuff and you've had a couple of messages with them, remember, comment on their stuff, like their stuff, drop their messages, add value to them. And then when you post your webinar links or your product links or your product launch, as human nature works, they will naturally be receptive and they will click and they will be interested because you've engaged with them. If you're a stranger, if a stranger comes up to you, you're not interested. If one of your best friends comes up to you, you're interested. It's just human nature. We want to have that impression with people. So that's really it. I mean, I would keep it simple. A couple of tips: try and keep your messages, ask questions in your messages. Keep it simple. Don't spam them and manipulate them and be weird, because people get very upset by that, because you're manipulating someone. You're just trying to add value, but you don't really care, just to get a sale. People feel that. So make sure you genuinely give good articles. If you're in a diet niche, talk about what's working for them. If you've had a transformation, talk about yours. You know what I mean, guys? Keep it relevant to the topic and help people. And you will see the money come back. Doesn't mean you're never going to ask for sales, but don't ask them directly. Hey, can you buy my stuff, Thomas? No, it would be like, I've helped you. You see one of my posts, and then you're interested in buying. Does that make sense?
It does, yeah. And guys, I mean, just to coming on to a final couple of points, and this, to be honest, applies to most of the social media platforms that you guys might be encountering. And to be fair, applies to a lot of things, but especially with Instagram. One, look at who's successful. What are they posting? What type of content? What style of content?
Exactly.
How are they posting that? Have a look at that. You don't want to emulate them directly. You don't want to copy. You want to model. Have a look at the way in which they're doing it. Secondly, have a look at the way in which the particular social media, Instagram in this case, searches, the way that people find things. So Tom mentioned about the naming conventions. Have a look at your hashtags. So hashtags are a big thing in Instagram. Have a look how people use hashtags, because the moment someone enters that platform and they're looking for something, they will search for something. You want to be found. So make sure that, if you're doing something about knitting, have some knitting related hashtags, some knitting related naming. Make sure that there's something there that helps. So just understand the platform, do a bit more research as you go into it. But for a second day in a row, guys, Instagram is definitely our biggest one when it comes to generating traffic online for free.
Yes.
It's a hugely powerful platform.
It's a great way. A lot of people watch stories, which is great, because you can tell people, hey, if you want people to scroll up, there is a warning. You need 10,000 followers to add a link into your story. However, what you can do is you can go check the link in my bio. You upload your bio. Meaning, so you edit your bio. So in your bio, have your link to someone's webinar or your own webinar or your own call link. If you're saying, hey, book a call with me. If you're a life coach, book a call with me to discuss your goals and your vision of 2021 and the 3 pitfalls that most people encounter, when hitting their goals, whatever you're doing. So, hey, book a call. Keep telling people, do a daily thing. But what Thomas said there, was great. Look at what other people are doing, model them, and just get started. Because 100 followers is better than no followers. Just get started. Absolutely. Don't go, oh, that person has 1 million followers. Who cares? So they started with 100. They started with none.
Yeah, absolutely. It is a really good platform to work on. The other thing to consider is you've got your stories, which will be that live engagement. People do love stories that behind the scenes, what's going on live. But then you've got your main posts, which stay. And those are your digital assets. Those are the things where if you do, for example, and I've seen many people do this extremely successfully, clothing, they'll have a clothing item that they're wearing, beautiful lady, lovely bloke, they're wearing their clothing. And then under the fact they've got a link to the offer for the clothing that stays there forever.
Yes,
that's huge. That is.
So when someone's scrolling, they go, "Oh, I'm going to check that out." Even if the offer is expired, it might redirect to a new offer or whatever it is, right?
So it's huge. So yeah, guys, that was our number 2 tip. We covered Facebook groups yesterday. Today is going to be Instagram. Stay tuned for our next free way to generate traffic online. All right, take care, guys. See you in the next one. Cheers. Bye.